From characters cutting couches in half, to full-on bathrooms being covered in poop from top to bottom, it's clear that the SML channel is far from normal in basically every video, as something absurd always has to happen. But have you ever wondered what the most normal SML videos are? Well, today we're going to be going over each SML era and crowning their most normal video. Starting off with the old SML era, which is essentially just the videos Logan would post from the day he started YouTube, up until Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures. So it's safe to say that a bunch of these videos are really random and old, and the only one that makes sense for the most normal category in this era is the Super Mario Got Milk video, aka Logan's first video he ever made. Now, as we all know, basically all the videos in this era are fairly normal, as Logan used to just simply review video games with a Mario plush. However, Super Mario Got Milk just feels more normal. This is due to the fact that this video consists of Logan recreating the Super Mario Got Milk commercial from the 90s, and throughout the video, you can hear Logan and Lance laughing, and the overall rawness of this video makes it feel like just ordinary kids having fun. This video feels like something you would see a 13-year-old post in 2007, which quite frankly was the case. Overall, I'd say this era was probably the most normal. However, once the classic era rolled around, things would start changing. In this era, we would see Logan film videos more like the style we're used to today, which are the puppet/plush comedy videos, and this style means that the videos went from calm and wholesome to a bit more intense. However, we would still see a few normal videos in this era, such as SML Movie Stuck in a Tree. In this video, Toad hears a cat meowing from a tree and climbs up to save it, only to realize he has no plan for getting back down. So now they're both stuck. He spots Mario and calls for help, but Mario basically says, "Not my problem," and walks off. Later, Brooklyn Guy shows up for the first time, gets the cat down easily, and tells Toad to jump so he can catch him, but then gets distracted on the phone and completely fumbles it, which leads Toad to crash on the ground.
Just jump.
Okay, I'm about to jump.
Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? Yeah, babe. Babe, I'm trying to save someone. They're stuck in a tree. He's about to jump. Oh, no.
Now, this video was relatively short, however, the plot of the video was so basic and simple that the video just feels normal. This is due to the fact that nothing too crazy occurred in the video compared to other videos around this time, and simply consisted of something that realistically could happen in real life, and unlike other SML videos, isn't a wacky, unrealistic plot. Therefore, this video is probably the most normal video in this era. But we aren't done yet, as we actually have an honorable mention for this era, which is the video titled Brian Crashes Car. Now, while this isn't an SML movie, this video was randomly uploaded on Super Mario Logan in 2008, and at the time, it really wasn't normal that a video like this was uploaded on the SML channel, as around this time, the channel would strictly focus on plush/puppet videos. However, the video would simply consist of Logan walking around Brian's car, showing off the damage. Clearly, the classic era had some hectic videos, but still kept the 2007 normalness of SML. However, once the junior era came around, things would really start ramping up, as Logan would start experimenting with heavy cussing, making huge messes, and making the plots way more crazier and unrealistic. However, throughout the junior era, one video that would really stand out of how normal it is was actually SML Movie The Pizza Delivery. The video starts off with Mario and Rosalina watching TV. However, they end up getting hungry and see a cheap pizza ad, so they decide to order it. But Mario can't find his phone and has Rosalina do it. She asks for a pizza with quote-unquote a lot of meat, which Brooklyn Guy completely misinterprets in a very awkward way. When he shows up, he's acting weird until he finally realizes it's literally just about pizza. So he bails while everyone else eats like normal.
All right, let's, what are you doing?
I'm getting her 2 pieces of pizza.
Two pieces. Oh! Oh, stupid. Oh my God.
What were you thinking?
Don't worry about it. Oh my God.
Later, Mario tries to have a romantic moment with Rosalina, but it flops, and the episode ends with Brooklyn Guy repeating the same misunderstanding when someone else orders a double meat pizza. Now, while Brooklyn Guy acted absolutely ridiculous in this video, it was overall a very normal video, that the plot was just centered around one very simple thing, ordering a pizza, and everything before the Brooklyn guy misunderstanding seemed pretty basic overall, with nothing truly crazy happening throughout the entire video. So for this era, this one was by far the most normal one due to its lack of action. Now obviously, a majority of this era took place when Logan resided in the apartment, so Logan wasn't really able to go all out for videos all of the time, and would honestly do the bare minimum in SML standards. However, eventually they would move out of the apartment into an actual house, which brings us to our next era, which is the new house era. Now, this era is when SML really started to ramp up, as Logan was the owner of his filming area, and no one could tell him anything, which also means that he could make way more absurd messes. So therefore, this era was by far one of the least normal, which means it was way harder to find a good video for this era. However, one that felt the most normal and just oddly basic was SML movie Jeffy's shirt. In this video, Mario's just chatting with Rosalina when Jeffy bursts in saying he gave his shirt to a pig, because according to him, it helps him mess around and be late for school. Mario grabs the muddy shirt back, washes it, and Jeffy finally puts it on, only to realize it's blank and suddenly has no idea what his own name is. At school, Junior thinks it's hilarious and writes poopy butt on Jeffy's shirt. So Jeffy just rolls around with it and introduces himself that way. On his way home, Jeffy gets accidentally hit by King Strongbottom, who panics and hands him $1 million to keep quiet.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you over the wheel of my enormous American vehicle.
I can't feel my legs.
Listen here, peasant. I will give you $1 million if you promise not to tell anyone what happened here.
$1 million?
Yes, what is your name, son?
Poopy butt.
And of course, Mario gets excited until he notices the check is made out to Poopy Butt. And by the time he tries to fix it, Goodman already crashed it after legally changing his name. Then Chef Pee Pee casually admits that he did the same and asks where the check is, leaving Mario completely defeated. Now honestly, this was one of the biggest Jeffy sells of all time, as he could have been a true millionaire. However, putting this crazy moment aside, this video was by far the most normal one in this era due to the fact that the video overall revolved around a huge plot twist and misunderstanding. And compared to other videos posted in this time frame, this video was by far less hectic and drama-filled, and simply felt more comedic than hectic, which just feels more normal to people. However, we aren't done with this sort of time frame yet, as another era that actually collided with the new house era was none other than the Jeffy era, and this era was just as hectic, if not more. However, one video that stands out heavily in this era for its lack of craziness in SML is SML movie Cody the Vampire. The video kicks off with Junior and Joseph watching a vampire show and getting totally freaked out. Then they start suspecting that Cody is a vampire after catching him biting Ken. To try and prove this, they drag him to a mirror test and find out that he has no reflection, and ignore all of his explanations, especially when he says that he's allergic to garlic at dinner. Convinced they're right, they push him until he sarcastically quote-unquote admits that he's a vampire, which sends Junior and Joseph into full panic mode. They end up rubbing garlic on Ken to test him, Cody kisses Ken, and has an allergic reaction, which definitely wasn't a good ending to this stupid assumption.
Junior, what did you do?
I rubbed garlic all over Ken's mouth because I knew you'd kiss him. Yeah!
I'm having an allergic reaction.
Yeah! Die, 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 die! Die, vampire!
Call 911.
Clearly, the whole plot of this video was just stupid, and we've seen SML videos like these before, which just consist of Junior and Joseph accusing Cody of something that he isn't. But this one just felt a bit more normal, because it stuck to one joke and ran with it throughout the entire video, and didn't feature any sort of crazy messes or huge plot twists, which overall made this video very normal for its time. And some can even argue that this was a rushed video, or even pure filler. However, we aren't finished, as we actually have an honorable mention for this era, which happens to be SML movie Jeffy's Fun Day. Now, the reason why this is an honorable mention is due to the fact that it was an April Fool's joke, and the video consisted of Jeffy quite literally watching paint dry for an hour.
All I gotta do now is wait for it to dry.
Now, originally, the video was titled The Super Mario Logan Movie, and the goal of this was to prank fans, but Logan would later change it. However, the concept of Jeffy watching paint dry with nothing happening is honestly the most normal the SML can get, so it was only right if I included this in the video. Well, these two videos were clearly on the older side of the Jeffy era, so let's fast forward a few years to the modern SML era, which is the era we're in today. Now, this era consists of even crazier videos due to Logan having way higher production nowadays and actual sets, so things just got even harder. However, two recent videos really stand out for how oddly normal they are. Starting off with our most recent video, which was SML movie Jeffy Watches Blue's Clues. In this video, we see Jeffy, Marvin, and Rose reacting to a Blue's Clues parody, as SpongeBob wasn't on yet. Yes, that's literally the whole plot, and I think you can already tell why this video is so normal. Now, obviously, the Blue's Clues parody was like any other SML parody, and included heavy cursing and inappropriate jokes. But the fact that this whole video was just Jeffy, Marvin, and Rose sitting on the couch watching a cartoon is just so basic and normal. And the only not normal part about this video is that the parody footage was filmed 11 years ago, in the apartment/junior era, hence why Poobie has hair. The fact that this was originally made back in 2015, but never released until 2026 is absolutely crazy. Last clip of Poobie with hair. So yeah, this video is probably the most normal modern SML video we've seen so far. But another normal SML video that didn't feel so basic at the time was SML movie Chef Pee-Pee's Old Lady. In this video, Chef Pee-Pee's just trying to enjoy some chicken and waffles when Braxton stomps in and starts complaining about everything and demands fresh orange juice, forcing him to run to the store. He brings along Junior with the promise of Chick-fil-A, only to troll him at the drive-thru because it's Sunday and they're closed. Then they head to Target for oranges. At the store, Chef Pee-Pee flirts with Mr. Harris from a retirement home, gets way too invested really fast, and later calls it love after one wild encounter.
I just gotta be back by the old folks' home at around 5.
Oh, it's 2:30 right now. There's plenty of time between now and then. What you trying to do?
Oh, Junior,
No,
listen.
Chef Pee-Pee, just take me home. No more jokes.
No, it's not a joke. Just listen. Check this shit out. Oh, I met the woman of my dreams in Target. That bitch so damn bad.
Well, I mean, Target.
After this, he ropes Junior into helping with the orange juice so he can see her again. But when he comes back, he's paranoid that she's cheating and tries to act cool on the phone, only to find out she actually passed away. Completely crushed, he spirals for a second before realizing that he still has a video of her, and decides to go watch it to remember the good times. Now, this video was your typical Chef Pee-Pee simp gooner type video. However, the main plot twist of the video didn't come till the very end. And before this, we literally saw Chef Pee-Pee being a simp against a woman twice his age the entire time, and was simply another filler video. Which of course, non-stop filler equals a normal basic SML video. Oh my lord, it's literally such a pointless filler video. This episode was ass. Nothing happened. Well, those were the most normal SML videos that we've ever seen. If you want to see me cover even more about SML, then make sure to go down and subscribe, so you never miss a video. And while you're here, you know the drill. Click the video on screen. I'm sure you'll love it.